The number one strategy that you need to implement in 2025 if you're looking to connect with the Hispanic construction industry. Hey guys, this is Sergio Terreros with Expo Contratista TV. Today we have a very interesting topic, and it's about marketing strategy. And I want to talk to you guys about it because, as you guys may know, new year, new budget, new strategies. Is where now the strategy that we plan in 2024 moving forward to 2025 is time to implement, right? And so a lot of companies that we work with, they're already eager to move forward, track all those new strategies and looking to connect with this growing audience. Now, regardless you are in, let's say, in the roofing industry, concrete industry, HVAC, or MEP, or just do hires, this strategy or this topic tip is going to help you out. All my marketing people out there, put attention, because in Expo Contratista marketing strategies, we learn a lot, we implement a lot, we try and test a lot. So basically, it's in base of what we know will work for you guys, and hopefully you guys take a good take good ideas from all the content. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us in any social media platform as Expo Contratista, plus our podcast, right? Each podcast, we have a lot of content that you guys can use for your marketing strategies. And if you are in the event planning, a lot information about exhibitors and how to maximize your events. Okay, so let's get down to business. First of all, I always have this question that I ask, we always ask ourselves in the agency and Expo Contratista is the why. When you find the why, when you have an answer for the why you're going to do it, everything will start making more sense, and it's going to help you out in the decision making process. So let's get down to business. So why should I start marketing the Hispanic community? Why is it important, the Hispanic community, if I'm in the construction industry? Okay, and it's basically for everyone. You are a distributor, you are a tool provider, you have services for contractors, and all above, right? So first of all, let's understand the market. The market, it is one of the booming markets, right? In consumption, the Hispanic community buys products left to right, and the beauty of the Hispanic community is that let's say if you target in the Hispanic community first, second generation, they have more adaptation to new brands and more recipient, I think you call it like that, as with new brands versus the other ethnic group that already grow with the brand in mind, right? So if you're looking to gain market share, the Hispanic community definitely must go because of that. And the size, right? The size is really important. How big it is important for me to put money there. As a marketing director, when I was a marketing director for a company before I joined and started Expo Contratista, I always ask, it is big, right? Why I should move my marketing budget from a campaign to the Hispanic community, and always I ask myself, if I move a budget, will I get something in return? It will be worth it, the change. So the Hispanic community right now represent 2.8 trillion with T $1 trillion in purchasing power in the construction industry, okay? And 70% of the Hispanic community make purchasing decision for tool supplies and services. Check this out. You have a 2.8 trillion buying power. And the 70% of the Hispanic community are the decision makers for the tools, services, and supplies in the construction industry. So if those numbers, thank you so much for the heart, guys. I'm sorry, I was in my TikTok. So if you guys definitely looking to connect with the Hispanic community, I don't know. Well, this is a reason, right? And if $2.8 trillion and 70% Hispanic workers, decide what tools, what supply they're going to use, I don't know what is going to convince you, right? So let's start, there. I just give you the why. The why is the size and the consumption, right? So now let's move to, let's say you are hesitating, right? Because as a marketing director, sometimes we get in the comfort zone, right? It's working. Hey, those people are my pals. I work with such a company, and they're giving me results, and they're my friends now, right? And it happens, right? It's easy to do business with them. Of course, that is another reason. But as a marketing director, we are in charge and make the boat move forward, right? So we have to keep pushing our limits, and we have to keep creating and motivating, the people to buy from us. So the thing when you want to try to connect with the Hispanic community, set the size that now we already covered, I would recommend different ways to approach this industry, right? And the first thing will be social media. We all know this is not something new. Hispanic community consume a lot of social media. I think it was 86% of the Hispanic community consideration buying decision starts in social media. Okay. So it's a huge chunk of the Hispanic community that is influenced in their social media, and mainly it's Facebook. And remember, this data. Of course, we have data with 1111 Media, which is our advertising agency, but also as an Expo Contratista, all the data that we collect, the gains and the failures in our marketing campaigns is where we sharing that information. So Facebook is our number one social media platform. Then we move to Instagram and YouTube. Surprisingly, now that we're moving a lot with TikTok, it is growing. The good thing with TikTok is the one platform that you can expect virality, right? A campaign that can go viral or video that can go viral. You cannot see that much in social media like Facebook or Instagram anymore. What else? The how-to videos. What kind of content? Now that you're gonna, start using social media, or recommendation always is the how-to videos. Remember, the audience, the Hispanic community, and I had this conversation yesterday with a big brand of tools, right? Charcoal tool, and they're huge. And there was, we was talking and discussing marketing campaigns and how to approach this audience. Then one thing that he mentioned actually is I like to deal with companies like this. He said, we will never going to be in Lowe's or Home Depot because we want to be expensive. We want to be expensive tool provider. And I said, okay, so what that means? Means that, we don't want to compete by price, and we want to be above, the rest of the competitors. I said, okay, that's good. Fair enough. So we putting together a marketing plan for them to approach the Hispanic community, the decision makers, the ones that are using the tools, but the ones are not looking for the most or the cheapest tool. Okay, so that is something that you can do with how-to videos, right? Remember, this community use the tools, are the ones influence, commercial contractors about the tools that they're going to use and equipment. And I remember, they are in their, I would say, assisting the homeowner in the material buying decisions. And, they see, the homeowners see them as a pros. So if they have the tools and they use your service, that's go to the DIYers, right, which is the homeowner, right? So winning with the Hispanic community in social media, it will require how-to videos. Remember, you want to submit your how-to video to our channel, or Expo Contratista TV, because we have that capability where you guys can share those videos and we put in our social media platform. You can just send it to gm@expocontratista.com or send us an inbox in any of our social media platforms. Okay. What else? So maximize trade show engagement. Of course, we need to talk about trade show. We talk about social media, how-to videos, connect with them, but also we need to talk about trade shows, right? We deal with a lot of trade shows. We work with World of Concrete. We work with Expo. We work with Chicago Build. We work with New York Build. What else? We work with IBS. We work with, Obra Blanca and SIAC in Mexico. So we work with a lot of trade shows, right? We go almost the most important, trade shows in the world. We have our booth there. And why we're doing that? Because we want to connect the Hispanic community to those shows. So what I see that works is, let's put it in perspective. First of all, I'm going to give you some experience that we had at the World of Concrete, right? You have a booth, right? Actually, is one of the sponsors now, Sacred. And they have a great, booth. I assume they spend like $500,000 in that setup. And it's very interactive. And now, last year, 2024, I saw Spanish staff. I said, well, this is new. So I was talking to them, like, what's going on? Why you guys start putting, Spanish-speaking staff? And I said, well, we understand the Hispanic community are the ones that end using our product, not the GC, not the prime contractor, it's the end user. So we want to talk to them, be able to talk to them. And I asked them, well, have you talked to them, right? They are here in World of Concrete. I say, yes, of course. And the Hispanic community go to, those kind of shows too. And but also as a collaboration with World of Concrete. I'm a speaker at the World of Concrete. We have a Spanish speaking opportunity there. But we're helping them, to push, Hispanic community to those shows, and they see a huge return in their investment because these contractors, they spend a lot of money in products, right? And it's very interactive. Of course, if you want to connect with us, to connect with the Hispanic community in our trade show at Expo Contratista, definitely we can help you out to design your booth, design the experience for the attendees with your brand, and maximize the investment. One example I can, we just spoke with Lowe's, which is one of our main sponsors and the show. And, back in 2022, I guess, 22, there was, really small booth, 10 by 20. There was passing information about the pro, whatever. And 2020, I think that was 2021, 2022, I convinced them, like, hey, go bigger, get a 20 by 30. You want to be able to have more staff, more dynamic booth. And, they were hesitating, like, should I do it, should I not? It was a bigger investment. And then, of course, they give it a try. And guess what? They got results. They got 3 times more leads, right, this year. So what happened is that now you have a bigger booth, you have a better experience. You can have more staff interacting and working your space, your booth, that convert to more leads. Those leads convert to customers, right? So not just because having a presence there, a 10 by 10, passing flyers, assume that it's going to work. Okay, you have to put the work, and it's very important because also as a trade show management, our job is to bring you qualified leads, right? Qualified attendees. But your job there is to, capitalize in those leads, right? And it can get better than that, because if you have qualified lead in front of you, face to face, there's no email or social media post or influencer that is going to win face to face business, right? We all know that. I understand there's some transactions that you can do online and via email and social media, whatnot. But face to face always is going to remain number one business. To do business with everyone. So if you come into our trade show, definitely go interactive, talk to them. Remember, our audience is the one that end up using your product or your service, and the ones that influence those prime contractors in where to spend their money. Okay, what else? Target, use bundle marketing. Oh well, wait. This is huge, guys. We have in 2025 incentives, right? We understand how the market works, and you guys, the ones that come into our trade show, sometimes you guys have a way to do business, right? You had your methods already, and you want to implement those ideas or strategies to our community, and sometimes getting the result that you're looking for. And I said, hey team, let's help our exhibitors to maximize their investment. Why? Because my job is for you to get more job, right? To get more money, to get more customers. So what we did is we come up with bundles. We call them bundles because now you buy a booth space. We can give you like speaking opportunity in our workshop area, or we can give you brand recognition in our gala, or we can give you, we have two events happening this 2025 extra in our show, which is RooferoCon, which is a conference for roofers, and Contratista Con, which is a conference for home service providers. So that is two conferences, so you can pick one or another one. There are different combos. I think the website is expocontratistas.com/bundle up. So go there and find the bundle that fits your marketing strategies. Remember, you can contact us. We can help you out to maximize that too. But we're doing that because sometimes you run out of ideas. We understand that. And sometimes, if you tried previous year and you didn't get the result that you was looking for, we want you to try these new bundles because we'll give you the right strategy and, for you to think outside the box and get out of your comfort zone, activate other ways, to connect with the audience, right? There's limited, bundles approved. But if you go to the website, you can pick and choose. And remember, one more time, you can contact us, via email or phone call or whatever, or any social media platform on our website. And we give you a free, we can call it a free consultation. Okay. Now, we have social media, like I said, bundles as well. Also Expo Contratista reach, I think, 2 million contractors a year. So you can have some eyeballs on your product. Target marketing campaigns. Okay, let's talk about this, the number 4 topic that I had today about how to connect with the Hispanic community and why to connect with them. Social media we understand, is really important. And something that we do is we develop these assets that we have, or website. We have, I don't know, 26,000, I think, something like that, visitors. Social media, 2 million. We have our email database. I think it's close to 20,000 contractors. And we have all those assets that you can use to connect with the audience. If you are interested, give us a call, right? Of course. So, and video campaigns, right? We're pushing this year a lot our YouTube channel. So if you have content that you want to share with the audience, let us know and use it. Right, Hispanic community, and why are we saying this? Saying this because we know where the Hispanic construction consumer is, and I want you to understand that you can. Give me a second, guys. You can connect with them in the most effective way. If I was you, I definitely use YouTube, how-to videos, and yeah, use it that way. Now, what else we have? Okay, we have that the target marketing campaigns. Remember that always collect data, right? First party data is always the key for any campaign that you looking to implement 2025 and later. Is one of part of our success is because we've been collecting data, right? We send email, we send text messages, right, reminders, and so on. So it is really important. So the other aspect that I want to talk to you guys is about why to choose Expo Contratista. Guys, you have to meet the consumer where they at. Okay, and what I mean by that is you have to go out there, right? Social media, of course, have to be social media. You don't talk to them. You need community managers, trade shows. Go out there and grab those clients and bring them to your store. And we've been very successful helping those companies to succeed at Expo Contratista, and when you have access to thousands of contractors, different trades. Other thing, let's talk about the specialization, right? Like I said, we work with other trade shows, and they specialize in trades because that's American market, right? That works perfectly. But you have to understand that the Hispanic community have a variation where our Hispanic community, they are multi-trade, right? There is really weird, and there's some exceptions where they specialize in just one trade. But I will say, I can't back up this number, but I will say 90% of the Hispanic community, they will do multi-trade, multi-craft, because we don't like to leave money on the table, okay? So focus. Just because you have an HVAC guy in front of you doesn't mean that he do not know a concrete guy or roofer guy or electrician guy, right? Or landscaper guy. So we all know each other. I always make this joke, in our seminars. And the Hispanic community, we never Google anyone. We have a relative to do it, right? So we don't Google plumbers. We don't Google roofers. We don't Google any of that. We have our network, right? And that's, one thing that we always emphasize in our campaigns. Guys, yes, you have a target audience, vertical market, but in this arena, in this audience, there are variations, right? And of course, Expo Contratista have a diversity of attendees. That's why, for example, in Expo Contratista, we have inside the expo, at the event, we have other events happening. We have a competition, right, happening in I think Friday, which is because the show is 24 and 25 of October. So Friday is the Rufero Mayor. This is a competition for roofers. We're looking to find the best one. We have a competition like obstacle course and all so on. They have to put a roof together by time, by string, all this stuff, and it's really fun. And you can be part of that, right? You can implement you can use your tool. We can use your tools or your product, right? Of course, this year the product is not allowed because we already have our title sponsor, Owens Corning, but you can use the tools and other brands. They can join other shows. So the aspect of that is Friday. The Saturday, we have Maestro Ninja. This is an obstacle course where this contractor need to dominate different trades, plumbing, drywall. They have to know about concrete. They have to know about different stuff. Okay, so make sure that you speak with your representative, your sales representative, and ask for those events. Very funny, very entertaining, and we have people from all the United States coming to our trade show just to compete, right? The other aspect is we have our gala. You can sponsor the gala. It's Nahica Awards. We find the best contractors, Hispanic contractors in the United States, and some companies nominate them. Some contractors, prime contractors, nominate their subs. And so on. So we can do that too. Lastly, of course, our newest event is RuferoCon and ContratistaCon. So their conferences, we talk about marketing, sales, and scalability of the business. So if you want to be part of that, also you can contact us as well. And there's other events happening, of course, the show. Speaking opportunities, branding opportunities. So hopefully we can see you this 2025 connecting with the Hispanic community. Remember, 2.8 trillion is waiting for you, right? The buying power. And good luck in 2025. We are here to help you guys out, to support in any way that we can. Remember to visit expocontratista.com. Thank you so much. Lowe's and Owens Corning to support a 2025 event as a title sponsors, and we see you guys in October 24th, 25th. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Let's stay connected. Looking to talk to you guys in the next episode. Have a good one.